What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back in from King's Dominion in Virginia, and today we're going to be doing a full park coaster tour and review. Let's go! And the first ride of the day is going to be Dominator. B&M floorless coaster. I like this one a lot. Let's go ride it. Alright, so first ride of the day is Complete Dominator, the B&M floorless coaster. Man, I love this thing. I had a chance to do it when it was at Geauga Lake up in Ohio, and it was amazing there, and it's still amazing here. Good speed, good G-forces, inversions are smooth. This one, I'd give it probably an 8.5. It's a really good ride. And now we're on our way to the next one. And here we can see the brand new roller coaster for King's Dominion. And this is the 4D free spin. Hopefully we'll catch a ride real quick. Here we go.
You can pick either side. You can go left.
And here we are, about to get on. Alright, so just had a chance to do the new ride, Tumbili. And, well, it's kind of like all the other 4D free spins. Not a huge fan of these rides. I don't know what it is. This one felt really short though, but I was spinning like crazy. Good forces, just not a huge fan of them. I don't know. Other people love them a lot more. Me, I'm gonna give this one maybe a 7, 7.5, if I'm being generous. Anyway, on to the next roller coaster. Next ride is gonna be Reptilian, and this formerly used to be called Avalanche. It's a bobsled coaster. Got a new theme. We'll try it out. Man, just like yesterday at Busch Gardens, I don't know if I can deal with the weights. Alright, so just had a chance to do Reptilian, formerly Avalanche, bobsled coaster. I don't know what it is. It's so quirky, I love it. And the fact that it's got a track, but the wheels and the wheel assemblies aren't holding on into any rails. It's so wild. Good speed in certain areas. Kind of slower in other areas. Not really high on the G-forces, but just quirky and weird, and I love it. Scale of 1 to 10. Me personally, I'd say that's probably an 8. And now we're on our way to the next ride. And here we can see another roller coaster, Flight of Fear. But that's not where we're headed. It's time for Intimidator 305. You're in it! There we go. That guy has his in ride. And here comes our chariot. Again, terrible weights today. Terrible. Alright, so just had a chance to do Intimidator 305, front row and back row. This is a top 10 coaster. Unrelenting G-forces. I'm graying out during the first part of the ride, and it's amazing. Speed is unreal. G-forces are insane. Airtime, good pops of air all throughout the ride. I will note though, the trim brake that is kind of halfway through the ride kind of kills the second half right now. It's still fast, but it's not as fast as I originally remember. It is cold, somewhere in the 50s right now. So I can only imagine if there was no trim and it was middle of summer, 90 degrees, it'd be insane. But overall, I-305, it's still close to my heart. I love this ride. Now we're on our way to the next one. All right, now that we got the adrenaline pumping, it is time for Flight of Fear. Premier Rides indoor launch coaster. Let's go. And here we are. We're in the station. Again, Terrible, terrible weights today. And our chariot has arrived. Alright, so just did Flight of Fear. It is pretty much rock and roller coaster on crack if you've never done it before. Indoor Premier Rides roller coaster, lots of inversions, tight turns, good G-forces. It's phenomenal. I would give that one probably an 8, almost an 8.5. It's one of those rides you can do over and over again. It's just so much fun.
Clear. Get ready to flip 4 times.
Next roller coaster is going to be the aerodynamics ride, Anaconda. Alright, so just had a chance to do Anaconda, and that ride, yeah, it feels like it was designed with wire clothes hangers and stuff like that. Arrow, great nostalgia. Beat the hell out of me sometimes though. Good air in certain areas, bang your head in other areas. Inversions are okay. Corkscrew is probably the best part in my opinion. I do like the dive into the tunnel though. But scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 7, maybe a 7.5. Anyway, we're on our way to the next ride. Next coaster, Backlot Stunt Coaster. Formerly Italian Job. It's got a good launch, kind of quirky. Good family fun though. Let's go try it out. Alright, so Backlot Stunt Coaster, all done. Great family thrills. Good launch. Didn't gray out like I normally do on that upward helix. None of the effects were working. The fire, the water, whatever. Indoor portion is amazing though, but I really like that launch. Scale of 1 to 10, for a family ride, I give it probably an 8. Just wish the effects were working. Now we're on our way to the next ride. Not a roller coaster, but still a fun ride. Drop Tower.
Welcome to the Drop Tower. We'll be taking you up 2 learning hits at 2 feet and dropping you 72 miles per hour. Flip it up straight. Hold on tight and enjoy your drop. Stop. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Welcome back, riders. Hope you enjoyed that drop.
Drop Tower complete. And well, if you guys know my back history a little bit, drop towers mean something to me. So that was kind of fun to do again. It's an Intamin. Brakes, very powerful, good free fall all the way down the tower. 70 some odd miles an hour, 270 feet in the air. It's a good ride. Now, we're on our way to the next ride. Next 2 roller coasters are going to be Racer 75. It's a wooden coaster. There's 2 sides. We're about to try them both. So here we go. We're in the station. Alright, so just did Racer 75, one of the sides, because the other side is down right now. And I got on and I'm thinking, man, I'm going to get beat up. Wrong. It was actually really smooth. Good air, good speed. For an older ride, that thing is running phenomenal. And you can tell there's some new tracking on that. Scale of 1 to 10, 8.5. I mean, that was fantastic for a wooden coaster. I didn't get beat around. I love it. Alright, so just did the other side of Racer 75, and it's just as good as the other side. There were certain points with the airtime, I was almost standing up. It's like ejector air. Not exactly the smoothest coaster, but still a really good one. Again, I think this is a major staple to this park, and I'm glad that it's here. Well, looks like we found a credit that will not be open today. Apple's Apple. Dang it. Yeah, buddy. Next roller coaster is going to be Twisted Timbers, Rocky Mountain Construction Hybrid Coaster. Love it. And about to do that next. Just did Twisted Timbers. Awesome ride. Insane ejector airtime. RMC really knocked it out of the park with this ride. Good speed, but airtime is what it's all about on this thing. Turns and transitions, quick, snappy. It's fantastic. Scale of 1 to 10, this is easily a 9.5, if not a 10. One of the best rides here at Kings Dominion. You gotta try it. All right, next roller coaster is gonna be Grizzly Wooden Coaster. Absolutely terrible weights today. Terrible weights. Well, Grizzly is done, and I can honestly say that is a one and done. I don't want to do that one again. It beat the hell out of me. If we can get 2 RMCs in the same park right next to each other, please, can we make that happen? I mean, there's good pops of air. Speed is good at sometimes. I mean, I'm gonna give this one like 4.5, almost a 5. It's really not the greatest ride. Oh well, we're on our way to the next one. Well, it is kiddie coaster time. Woodstock Express wooden coaster, just for the youngins. It's over here in Camp Snoopy. We're about to ride it. And here we go. Our chariot has arrived. Alright, so just did Woodstock Express. Believe it or not, I actually like it more than Grizzly. Only thing is, I'm about 5'11", and my knees are literally hitting the front of the train. It is a very small coaster train. In fact, I started getting almost like a Charlie horse. But it's an awesome little kiddie coaster. Wooden coaster is phenomenal. And like I said, I like it more than Grizzly. Next up is going to be the Great Pumpkin Coaster. The only thing, if you're over 60 inches, you got to steal a kid. So it looks like I'm going to have to do that. Alright, so Great Pumpkin Coaster, again, you have to commandeer a kid if you want to ride it. But has surprisingly good airtime, apparently. Might be my new number 1. One of the staples of this park, the singing mushrooms. Man, I cannot stress it enough. This place is packed right now. Well, guys, that's going to do it for our video here from Kings Dominion for the coaster tour and review. They have a lot of roller coasters and some really phenomenal ones. Of course, we will be back and we'll have plenty more updates. So if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem. And I will see you out on the Midway.